Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, the interstellar storyteller, and this is going to be your monthly reading. This is my cat Liren, and we're both really happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I hope that this reading is of service to you in some way, and I hope that it can come alongside you and assist you in gaining greater clarity, a sense of confirmation or validation to anything that you're feeling or navigating at this time. Yeah, I just, I want to say that this channel wouldn't be what it is without you, so again, thank you for being here. I appreciate every view. I appreciate every like, every comment, every subscriber. It really means a lot to me. It really helps me build this community, and it means, it just means so much. So, yeah, I'm a little bit later in the game this month because it's been a little rocky, but that's okay. That happens, right? And it thrills me to do these, and so I'm a little bit slower. I'm going to be speaking a little bit slower, so thank you for your patience, your kindness. Yeah. I am recording this for March, but it could find you at any point in time and feel relevant to you. As always, only take what resonates. Don't make the story fit if it doesn't. You know yourself best, right? I will be offering an extended reading as well, where we break the month up into weeks, and it's $10 Canadian to purchase that reading, and all of the information is in the description box below if you're interested in checking that out, okay? All right, so let's get into this reading. I have been sitting with your visual for some time. It came to me, actually like weeks ago. I just wasn't ready to sit down and do these readings. It's really important to me to sit down and feel grounded when I do these. And it is a really beautiful visual. And what I saw was this beautiful gold chain. As per usual, I'm seeing all of these, your energy presents in this like jewel-like nature, gold and gemstones and things like that. So it was this chain, and it was just being gently dropped into a hand, and it was so mesmerizing. It was one of those chains that were like, I think they're like a snake link chain. I think that's what they're called. They're like very smooth and rounded, and each like link interlocks, and it was just spiraling down into this hand, and then it like just, the visual ended with it just sitting in the hand, and it just gave me such divine support energy. It gave me this sense of everything being connected, and I feel like it's important to reflect to you that you are so important. You are so essential to everything. You are connected to everything. You are a unique link within the chain. And there's this, as it got spiraled down into this hand, again, it just felt like there's just this notion of being divinely supported, to being supported. So let's jump into the cards and see what's reflected. I will have all of the information about the decks I'm using in the description below as well, so feel free to check that out. Actually, let's put that here just in case she jumps down. All right, Taurus, my beautiful, sweet Taurus. What's coming up for you? Ooh. Immediately the Death card. So there's a lot changing, shifting, being reborn. There's this rebirth energy. We're at the end of the astrological year. We just had the full moon in Virgo, which is the last full moon of the astrological year. And it's a time of being with yourself, with, you know, going within, and, you know, taking stock of the full spectrum of experiences up until this point, you know, and alchemizing it into wisdom to light the lantern that guides along the unfolding path. It's hermit energy, and it's deeply spiritual. It's a sense of completion and endings and beginnings. It's Pisces season right now, so yeah, so it is endings and beginnings, and to end is to begin, and to begin is to end. It's a really beautiful card. Taurus, you've been through so much change. There is a lot that has happened within the Taurian energy, with Uranus moving through your sign. A lot of chaos. She's so cute. Disruption, as well as alignment, along with innovation. Ooh, Nine of Materials, your energy. I love this card because it just feels so joyous and free. This is giving me such energy of like moving into an era of revelation. I heard, like, there's this energy with her, like, with her arms out, like reveling in life, like, just because of all of the death and rebirth that I sense coming through this energy and coming through your energy. There's this revelry, this closeness with life, this closeness with the divine, and that's really, you know, confirming the visual that I received for you this month of being divinely supported in what you're doing and what you're building and who you are, specifically in who you are. This is giving me like really powerful, just radical self-acceptance. Basking in the blessings. Trusting yourself to navigate the experiences of your life. To do and build things that resonate with your soul. It feels very free. It feels very raw as well, Taurus. It just feels like this tender, raw, beautiful, beating heart coming through your energy. Yeah. I feel as though there's a deeper awareness of who you are. right? When we talk about radical self-acceptance, that means like honoring the full spectrum of who you are. Gosh, you've done so well, Taurus. You really have. You're incredible. Like it's just giving me, I keep seeing this like rich soil. It's like, you know, your energy is sharing with me of this like notion, right, of the rich soil, like the I just keep hearing the word like decay, right, like this, and how it connects with enriching the soil to grow. I just feel like such profound transmutation coming through your energy, just this churning of all the experiences into the richness of who you are, and growing things from that richness. Wow. Yeah, Taurus. Oh, I adore you. So 6 of Wands, victory, and then we've got the 3 of Swords, which is pain. This is really transmuting pain into power, pain into purpose. I just can't, like, these are just quite beautiful together. They match each other in a way with the colors. There's this like reignition of the solar plexus chakra, I feel here. And I, you know, really paying attention to these beams flowing right, you know, down into this individual. You're so loved, Taurus. Loved by spirit. And all the pain that you have experienced or are experiencing, right, is held, you're seen, and you're seen in your power, the ability to churn the full spectrum of your experiences into rich soil to grow, to cultivate. And the 6 of Wands is victory. It's success, it's recognition, it's being seen for who you are, and standing strong in who you are, and being open to, you know, stepping forward in who you are and all that you are becoming. Ultimately, it's victory. I really can't stress this enough, Taurus, to give yourself kudos, to pat yourself on the back, to give yourself a hug. You know, this person is giving themselves a hug. They're holding themselves. So there's this notion of holding, and then there's this expanding, and it's just kind of showing me your ability to do both, to tune into yourself at any given time, to honor whatever is coming up for you, right? There's this, because change is challenging. It is hard to, you know, let go of certain versions of ourselves, right? It is. And at this time, in the last couple weeks of this astrological year, it is very deep. And as we go into Aries season, the new moon in Aries, which happens right on the spring equinox, there's this whole new beginning, and it feels like a whole new era, because Saturn is also moving into Pisces and Pluto is moving into Aquarius at some point. I can't remember when. So there's this whole new era approaching here, whenever this finds you. So back to the visual, it just is, I just feel like Spirit is just really, really wanting to reflect to you that you are held, you are sacred, you are loved, and you are free. And you are seen in all of your ability to transmute, again, and churn the full spectrum of your experiences thus far into rich soil to cultivate, to grow, to nurture things that resonate with your soul. I feel like this transit, especially with Uranus and Taurus, is really bringing Taurus close and deep into their soul through a lot of trial and tribulation, as well as a lot of triumph. And again, honoring the full spectrum of it. So the Knight of Materials came through. This is an energy of building, again, cultivating. It is an energy. This is a card that you lend your energy to. And this horse, is decorated. It's free. It has flowers all over it. It is in this open field. It's alert. It's strong. The Knight of Materials is not the fastest moving knight in the tarot, but they are the ones to get the job done and done well. And Taurus, you are really assisting the collective in tapping into personal resources, right? This is your energy. It's like Aries is I am, and Taurus is I have. So I have these, these resources to utilize, to cultivate, to build with. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's so loud. Every time I eat before this, but every time I read energy, it's like, I get super hungry. But it's funny because I feel like you'll get that. But yeah, tapping into personal resources, who you are, and cultivating that in ways that assist, showing up in the world authentically, and sharing your energy authentically, to ultimately build new structures, build new systems that nourish you as well as others in the planet, the future generations. It's heavy. It is. There's a lot that is, and Taurus, there's this energy, right, of, again, I mention this every single time I do a Taurus reading, but this transit is massive. The Uranus moving through Taurus is massive. So it's this notion of this transit is breaking the I don't even know what it's called, but the apparatus that, is on the bull that plows the field to free the bull, to open the fence. And all of a sudden, this wide area is available And one of my favorite tarot readers, Opal Oracle, said a few years ago now that like when Uranus started going into Taurus, like Taurus, the farm has been sold. So there's this radical rebirth, this freeing, and really this process of really tapping into yourself and recalibrating your energy to nurture yourself and therefore nurture others. This is in a way that does not deplete, in a way that, you know, you remain free, you remain sovereign. I hope this is making sense, because you are so helpful, you are so generous, you are so kind, you care. And instead of exporting all of your energy, there's this notion of importing and you know, the energy and shining and emitting your magic, your gifts from within, and applying these newfound, you know, like boundaries to assist in the alignment with people, places, and things that, first of all, respect you, value you, and assist you in a, you know, a common goal or interest. Ace of Emotions. Yeah. Really honoring your energy, your feelings, your intuition. Because when the gate has been opened, the farm has been sold, all of a sudden there's this really deep reliance on your inner compass. Which you always had and have, but it's instead of exporting all of that, you're embodying it and owning it, protecting it, and being discerning with it. Which I sense has revealed so much of what's important to you, right? With the Ace of Emotions, looking up at the Nine of Materials, like what is valuable to you? What are your values? What is important to you? What do you want to build? What do you want to cultivate? You know, what kind of life are you, you know, wanting to live? Like, what are the, you know, all the feelings of it, the, you know, and I sense that has been like part of the revelation and the cultivation and fruition of like soul's desires, enriched by the transmutation of the full spectrum of your experiences. The Three of Voices, the Six of Inspiration. Is there any more for Taurus? Yes. The Page of Voices. The Wheel. And the Four of Voices. There's so much truth that I sense has been like received and expressed and articulated. There's such a beautiful curiosity I sense coming through your energy when it comes to exploring yourself, to exploring with the Page of Voices underneath the Three of Voices, the pain, to hold space for the pain, to learn from the pain, the whatever has caused this, notion of heartbreak, to really spend time with it. And I sense that with the Page of Voices, which is an incredible intellectual energy, it's mental energy, it's communicative, it's investigative, and it's, really keen on learning everything that they can. It's about ideas, it's about, truth. It really, and finding the words or ways to express that in this case, like pain or that truth, like, just all of it. There's this notion, again, of honoring the full spectrum of your experiences up until this point, and creating a practice with that. And then the wheel underneath the Six of Inspiration, like, this is beautiful, Taurus. There's this profound shift. There's this like the wheel is a lucky energy in many ways. So it's like I sense you really, starting a whole new era, embracing that era, wisdom, lighting your lantern to guide you along the unfolding path, trusting in your ability to navigate the experiences of your life, because you've done it up until this point, and there's like an awareness of that. So again, give yourself kudos, give yourself a pat on the back, hug yourself, revel, dance, spin. Because there's this time of victory, of recognition, of respect, and being seen. So I feel you, Taurus, stepping out more, ready to be seen more, ready to be received more, with this notion of deep trust in yourself, that you got your own back. Again, you are supported by spirit, you're supported by the divine. And this time, I sense, is going to bring such healing. The Four of Swords is rest, recuperation, healing, rejuvenation. And yes, life always has its ups and downs. But what I sense here, Taurus, is that there's an agility with that, or, an awareness of that, and this, past chapters has really assisted you in becoming so much more aware of yourself, again, trusting of yourself, and protective, loving, and discerning over your energy, and feeling, more comfortable coming out and, sharing your truth, expressing your heart, cultivating and building what you are wanting and have been building, that is, really aligns with your soul signature. Six of Inspiration is also, people, community, being attracted to you, lifting you up, listening to you. So, because you have some, magic to share, medicine to share, teachings to share. And just like I keep, this card, I love this card so much. It's like this, mental peace. It's taking time and again, just there's a sense of recovering and relaxing and resting. Oh my gosh, sorry, Taurus. So, profound radical rebirth, Taurus. Here. So we've got sequoiant scarcity, Ma'am Kubabang, speak up, just giving me like really confirming this like a sense of community behind you, beside you, you know, aligning with you, receiving you, respecting you, listening to you, standing with you, sowing into you. And then we've got Queen of Sheba, secrets revealed. So with these cards, I feel like there's this notion, right, of a scarcity of, you know, working with that energy, because I sense that there's been a lot of change. There's been a lot of change. Every single time I do a Taurus reading, there's just this notion of change, death, rebirth energy. And that can bring up a lot, right? And when we're talking about, you know, the fence opening and like the Taurus, the bull being in the open, there's sometimes this energy of wanting to go back into that safety, but when the farm has been sold, you know, you can't. So it's really showing there's been a lot of working with, and again transmuting into rich soil any kind of limiting beliefs, and again holding space for them, because they will probably continue to come up, right? This is the notion of shadow work. This is where I feel like there's been a practice and a commitment to this process, and being in a season of feeling more confident and comfortable, showing up and speaking up, sharing your wisdom, sharing your truth. There's this energy of like also exposing in many ways, like speaking up, like, you know, there's so much that needs to change within our societies, that, you know, really do us no good. And, you know, change needs to happen, and each of us have pertinent gifts to assist in that change. We're the, you know, foundation diggers, the architects of the age of Aquarius. We are digging that foundation for our future generations to build upon, right? So we are going deep into the earth, Taurus. We're going deep into you. And you are a powerful initiator of that. So whatever your, you know, your soul's desires are, your what you're aligning with, I sense you becoming more comfortable in speaking up and speaking to those things, initiating those things, innovating, being very innovative, you know, tapping into your personal resources and utilizing them. I want to get the goddess declarations of these three, so we'll start with 21. My blessings always overflow. Yes, and it's giving me this energy too, with on top of the Ace of Emotions. Taurus, I feel like you've taken a lot of time to refill your cup. First, to investigate what's in your cup, and then to release and refill. My blessings always overflow. So I'm just going to do the declarations. Maybe those will be helpful if you want to repeat them. Yeah, as like affirmations. Okay, Queen of Sheba, I am connected to the divine. Yes, yes, I am connected to the divine. The chain, the beautiful, smooth, golden, gorgeous, snake link chain, right? The snake is a symbol of transformation, transmutation, shedding, expanding, and being dropped and coiled into the hand of the divine. I am connected to the divine. I also feel like there's this notion of really trusting yourself along the path to know what's right and true to you. Acknowledging this, sense of curiosity and adaptability, but ultimately tuning into yourself, either shifting your truth with new information or your truth being reinforced. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so then, okay, 33. Declaration. I reclaim my voice. I speak out and speak up. Yeah, there's a lot of reclamation of your energy, of your gifts, of your truth. Feeling more confident in stepping out in that as well in this new era. And going within when you need to, and really embodying that practice of transmutation, of healing, of honoring the full spectrum of your experiences, honoring the full spectrum of who you are. Again, I reclaim my voice, I speak out and speak up. Wow. Beautiful, Taurus. Beautiful. What a beautiful reading. Let's do one of these from the Beyond Lemuria deck, and then we'll close up the reading. Beyond the mind. So this notion of expansion. Oh, I have it upside down. Freedom. There's this release of places that may have been fenced in or trapped. Our mind can kind of do those things to, compartmentalize or protect. And there's this notion of opening the fence to these things and freeing, liberating aspects of yourself, aspects of your truth. Also, this card is about the connection to everything. The mind within the body, the soul, and how, its connection to everything. This vessel that we're in, connecting to this natural, beautiful planet that we live on, and also this our energy being connected to the cosmos, being connected to existence, being a piece of source. So again, there's this full spectrum energy. So beyond the mind, thinking with the heart, being present, heart and mind connection, meditation, the bliss of being, quieting the monkey mind, fathoming the unfathomable, fathoming finding happiness within, going beyond intellectual limitation. Yeah. It's so beautiful, this card. Wow. So quieting that like kind of hamster wheel energy. But again, I feel like this reading is really reflecting to me that you've spent time with your mental energy, what has been painful, finding the truth in your feelings, you know, with the Ace of Emotions, Three of Voices, this energy of the heart and mind connection, what has been heartbreaking, and how has that had an effect on you. And you know, being able to articulate your pain and articulate your truth has been very powerful in that transmutation and churning of the richness of the soil. Beautiful. So let's look at this one, and then we'll close the reading. So freedom, living the life you love. Liberation as a shift in perspective, the many facets of freedom, inviting enjoyment and inspiration into your life, discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming limitation, unbound creative expression, choice over obligation. Wow, I just got shivers. That's exactly what I was trying to articulate with, you know, changing, you know, instead of exporting energy, it's really honoring your choice over obligation. That's amazing. I feel like that's been a big thing in the Taurian energy, choice over obligation. So I hope that this was helpful in some way. I wish you a beautiful moment whenever this moment finds you. And I just want to reflect once more that you are incredible, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If anything stood out to you, please leave me a comment if you feel comfortable. Like the video, it helps me get my readings out into, you know, the YouTube world, to connect with others who may resonate with my frequency. And if you'd like to subscribe, if you haven't already, I'd love for you to be a part of the community. And all of my information is down below if you are wanting to check any of that out. So thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you next month.